There are so many things that I wish I had known about business, and at some level I'm not even sure I would have gone into business if I'd known all the things that I know. But to preface that, I would say it's absolutely worth it. But one of the first things that I discovered rather quickly was that business is a personal journey, and you have to be willing to go on this personal journey. When I first started out, I would get really angry when I saw competition that was just like mine. And I had to start thinking about, why am I getting so angry about this? Like, why is this affecting me? Why is this triggering me? And that was just the start of my personal journey through every obstacle that has come up in business. It's always somehow related to something that's triggering me from my past. So I like to say that 99% of business problems are actually personal problems, because business is pretty straightforward. Going from point A to, you have a problem, you find a solution, you sell it to somebody. That's the easy part. And then we kind of insert our own biases and our trigger points and whatever you have into that equation that makes it 1,000 times more difficult. So if you're not willing to address the obstacles that you place in front of you, you're gonna have a very, very hard time in business. And I struggled. It took me a couple years to really get a good grounding in the business because of all of those personal issues that I had to deal with that kept coming up in business. The next thing I wish I had realized was that business is an investment. I always think of it like the stock market. You don't put $1,000 in the stock market and next week think you're going to take out $1 million or it's an ATM machine for you. And it's the same with your business. When you invest in yourself, it's something that grows over time. And I like to think of that first year as a learning process. So you might break even your first year, you might not make any money, you might lose money your first year, and you have to go into it knowing that the investment is going to grow, but it's going to take a good 3 to 5 years to get to your dream income. Your goal in the first 2 years is really to break even or do a little bit better than break even. And I wish I had known that in the beginning, because I was treating the business like my own personal ATM machine and was getting really frustrated because all this money was going out the door and nothing was coming back in. And that's not the way to look at your business. You need to look at your business as an investment in you and your future and your dreams. The next thing that I wish I had realized was that business is an evolving process. Your business is always going to have to reinvent itself and to grow, because there's always going to be competition. And so you can't create a business and then sit back and say, this is great, I'm just going to go, live in Bali or something. You have to constantly be growing and learning and educating yourself, following the competition, knowing what's going on with them so that you can keep one up on the marketplace and stay relevant. It's really, really important to always be in your business and trying to figure out what's next, where are we going, what do people want, are we still addressing the problems that people have, and are we still offering the solution that is best for them. And last, the one thing that I really wish I had invested in early on was a support system. I had this in me that I had to do everything myself, and if I didn't do it myself, then somehow it wasn't me that created the business, that if I took help, that's somehow like a weak point. And that's not fair, because when you look at athletes or anybody else that's been very, very successful, they always attribute that success to having a network and a support system. And without that, you really are just out there alone. It's a very lonely process, and it's not the best place for you to be. You need to bounce ideas off of people. And I've heard the saying that you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around, and it's true. There's a lot of truth to that. So if you want to be a very successful business owner, you need to hang out with other successful business owners, and they will elevate you, they will inspire you, they will give you ideas, and there's a ton of value in that. That's why I created Nursepreneurs, because I wanted to have a repository of nurse models, nurse business owners that are there to help you. So whether you're in our free programs or high-end programs or anything that we have in between, we have something affordable for every budget that can help you where you are right now. If you want to stay involved in our community, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel to get more YouTube videos that we release on a regular basis, or come to our website at nursepreneurs.com and find out what we have for you.